No.
I did it. I did it, dude.
Dude, what? Did you get a deer or something?
No, I learned how to shoot a crossbow.
Without dying?
Yep, of course I did. I'm a pro like that.
Nice. Oh.
But before we begin, let's tackle the most important question. Why learn to shoot a crossbow? Well, is it for self-defense? I mean, probably not. Unless you live in a medieval castle. Is it for hunting? I mean, maybe. Is it to feel like a warrior that time traveled to the 21st century? I mean, yeah, absolutely.
So Noah, what is a crossbow?
So a crossbow is a weapon that is composed of multiple different elements. One of these elements is the stock, which is what produces the stability in firing the weapon. You want to put it against your shoulder to make it more compact and easier to shoot. It's composed of metal, plastics, sometimes even wood. It really depends on what crossbow you buy. Another element is the rail. This is what slingshots the bolt forward into whatever you're shooting at. The longer the rail, the more accurate it will be, because there's more time on the rail and will make it more straight, if that makes sense. This is the bolt. There's a lot of different bolts out there, but you want to buy a bolt that is specifically the brand that your crossbow is. This bolt in particular, you can unscrew the tip, as you can see right here. As I unscrew it, as you can see, it's kind of like a nail or a screw. And you can, this is for the target practice that I've been doing. And you can buy a different tip that's for hunting. As we move down here, you can see that this is the kind of wings of the bolt, and it produces the stability in air. So in the air, it's naturally going to curve down because of gravity, because the gravity is pushing against it. But this just helps it stay more stable. As you can see right here also, this is what connects to the trigger mechanism, which it kind of clicks in. And the trigger mechanism is what holds the bolt in place. This is a safety for when you don't want to shoot. And you can kind of click it forward like this. Oh, you can't actually right now since it doesn't have a bolt in there, which is pretty good for safety, you know, because you don't want to dry shoot it. So if you just click that forward, you're ready to shoot. Another part of this is the limbs, which helped hold the strings. It's composed of metal because it has to be really strong to hold the kinetic energy of the crossbow strings. So the crossbow strings, you pull it back all the way until it clicks right here, and you hit the trigger, which is right here. And as you hit the trigger, this will launch forward, and as it launches forward, it will launch the projectile. As we move down here, this is the full hold. So when you want to load your crossbow, you put it on the ground and you step right here and you pull back the strings with all your force in order to load it. Finally, second to finally, this is a scope, which you look down, and this is how you produce your accuracy, because it's really hard to not be accurate without a scope. So this just helps you pretty much do your best with accuracy. The scope is comprised of different lines in the scope for different distances. So if I'm 20 meters out, for example, I look at the first line. If I'm 40 meters out, I look at the second line. So it just helps with that. This is how you zoom in. It doesn't change which notch you look at, but it just helps you get a better sight picture, if that makes sense. Then right here, you can screw these things off. And this is how you kind of make your scope more accurate. It doesn't come accurate from when you buy from the store or wherever you buy it at. It helps you dial in the scope. And it kind of, say you get it from the store and it shoots like straight down to the ground. You don't want that, of course, because you want to be accurate. So as you shoot it more and more, you mess with this thing to make it go up, down, left, right, and it pretty much dials in your scope. Finally, we have the quiver, which you just put a crossbow bolt in and it stores it for later, if that makes sense. That's it. Any other questions, Charlie?
Maybe. We'll see in a little bit. Hey Noah. So how do you shoot the crossbow?
Well, it's pretty simple. So you first want to grab this pulley mechanism and put your foot right here. lean against your leg, and then make sure you grab it on this side of the pulley system. You don't want to have it facing down because it's way harder to pull. You want to have it facing this way, this thing, which I'm talking about. Then you see this little notch right here? You want to put the string, insert it into the notch, and you want to, it kind of snaps in, you know, and then you pull with all your might, like that, and it'll pull it back for you. Now it's ready to insert a crossbow bolt. As you can see, these things screw in, so every time you shoot it, you want to make sure it's not loose, so make sure it's tight. You insert the crossbow bolt like this. Make sure this white part is down because it says this way down, obviously. Where else would you put it? And you make sure it's all the way back until it can't go back anymore. And you pick it up like this. Make sure no one is in front of you. Pick it up. This is the handle. And then make sure it's not on safety when you're ready to shoot. Slide it on, aim down sights, look at the first line inside the scope, make sure you have a good sight picture, and then ready to shoot, and then just pull the trigger, like that.
Good shot, buddy. Wow. I could do that.
Yeah, I'm a pretty good teacher, huh? And now you know what this bad boy does and how to shoot it. Let's have a little competition. Ready for this?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a bullseye. My turn. That was high.
Dang it. It's hard to keep it steady.
Yeah, it is.
All right, let me see.
Dang. I suck. No, I love you, Charlie. You did good. I hate you.